Thanks. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. All right, I'm just going to set this stuff down over here and then we'll get into it. Meet Me at Gethsemane was dedicated to my friend, the late great poet F.A. Nelbeck. So I'd like to open this reading with one of his poems, and just to say this is for you, Fred. Impersonation. Turtles in the lake. Once you caught one, took it home. Drew on his shell a face with your mother's fingernail polish. Then later, 1954, found just the shell in the dried up clay bank of the lake, the face smiling at you, tears, and maybe you were there until dark. Later, 1961, with father's rifle, 3 shots to the head, lips and teeth fleshy, splintered porcelain, almost human in your groin. You mimic the face while you kill your first deer. There are no tears. You think this is like becoming a man. The next one I'll read from Meet Me was directly inspired by the first poem in Fred's collection, No Place Fast. It's called Lord. Lord, the ashes are in my mouth and they are in my hand. Lord, the ashes are grey and black. They are falling to heaven, covering all, grey and black. Lord, the walking ashes imagine they are living. Lord, the ashes are in a pile, my mind a furnace. Lord, this world is made of ashes. We burn and drown in ashes, return to ashes. Lord, the ashes do not understand. Just a little short one. Everyone's got a Van Gogh poem. This is mine. Absinthe. I heard they didn't hear Van Gogh until he cut his fucking ear off and put it in a sunflower. This one is for anyone who blogs like a open wind on open publishing platforms. It's called The Unexamined Life. The unexamined life is not worth examining. Object and subject in mirrored scalpels. And I, the vivisectionist of me, please don't look away. I see your breath on the screen. Bit nervous, so this one's called Fuck Fear. Fuck fear, sitting here with a beer, safe behind 4 walls and a door with Morty's lock and a normal lock, a working locking fly screen. And I'm afraid of all sorts of things, like that pain in my groin, afraid that pain will return. Just over a year, things better now. That pain returning only when I'm afraid of things, like these addictions killing me before my children grow up, my children dying before me, before they grow up, the cruelty of man, stuff like that, rats, castration and cancer. And I'm afraid sometimes for all of us here, moments like these. But you know what the fisherman said? Why worry? So I pour another drink and dream for tomorrow. And then I write, fuck fear, this is a poem. Another one from the book. Even the dead have names. Truth is, there's not a thing or woman in the whole wide world who will ever save you or even make you forget quite long enough before the final ever after remembers your name and grabs you hard by the shoulder. Now tell me, why or what, or even where, can someone go with that? You can't win, I just said now aloud. You really can't. Through work, through love, through family, all these things we do. And you really can't move on when it's always your fault. Too tired, too drunk, too close, too lost. And you can't win no matter how you turn, or give, or grin, or flinch. Stand tall, fight back, and win. You really can't. It's why I'm reading now. Another more recent poem, not in the book. Self-portrait before the mirror in minor key. I am covered in skin disorders, scars and sweat. My neck and heart both broken. I am almost 20 kilos overweight, smoke 50 a day, and drink like the ghost of Dylan. I am wounded and go to dark places, and I am here, covered in beauty. Didn't have any little sticky notes this morning, so bear with me. Okay, this one's called Quarantine. Sometimes they look my way as if I were contagion. The beautiful people, the people I hate, could love, I mean. As if my smile were bloodborne, as if around my neck read nil by mouth, and I were quarantined in heavy water silence. As if just talking meant crossing a knot of crime scene tape, and I, the victim suspect, spilling his guts all over their dreams. As if this beating heart, this lonely hunter, were rancid meat, past use by dates and best befores. As if somehow I was different, indifferent to it all. Apparently this next poem proves that I'm a poet. This is for you, Carl. Called All at Sea. 2 a.m. the fly agaric dreams fire up again, residuals of a towering Babel, and Marx has gone to dust, Mary still immaculate, Ishtar lost at dusk, a huge silicon tit to nurse our every angst, and yet that little severed head still haunts. Her disembodied fate, a question screamed, frozen, silent, all things, and even in sleep God makes us look again, as another little child hugs me tight and asks, Daddy, are there sharks out there? And I, suddenly afraid, say yes, but far, far away, hoping that somehow, someday, we might all return to you. No more words or thoughts or bombs or fear. The sharks, that little orphaned head, the golden arch, the capitalist breast, the living dead, the little boys and girls, even me and you, no longer drowning or afraid. And of course a rose is a rose, impossible to overlook or fathom, like an infinite ocean, or that little girl's face, planted in the rubbled dust forever. How are we going for time?
Give us one more.
Two more, two short ones.
Just short ones.
For D.A. Levy. Unable to dream, I nightmare. Unable to return, I welcome these dramas. Unable to recall, I create these personas. Unable to remember, I choose to forget. Unable to relive, I create these portraits, and you in the screen I accuse. Unable to meditate, I encourage distractions. Unable to say exactly, I record these fragments. And if I scratch enough, I'll bleed. Yes! This one's a 12-step line break poem. If I can't drink, smoke, inject your poem, or turn it over and fuck it, forget about it, because what's the point? Yeah. Thank you.